Hello everyone, in this video we're going to learn about conversion characters. Now, what is conversion characters? It's basically a placeholder for variables that are displayed in the output. Use the conversion characters to display an argument in the printf and scanf functions, for example. The image that I'm about to show you shows the most common conversion characters that are used, and these are going to be the ones that we're going to go over in this lesson. Now, as we get into more advanced videos, we'll use more conversion characters, but again, for now, we're going to use these. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up an image here. Let me see. I got two examples. So first one I'm going to show you is this one here. So to the left, this is how the conversion characters look like. You see it's got, each one's got a percentage, and then you got D, F, C, and S. And over to the right is description. So, it tells you which one it means. So like this one here, the first one is an integer. Now, when we think about integers in the term of mathematics, we think about a whole number that can either be positive, negative, and a zero. For example, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 10, 80, 2000, and so on. But it's not a fractional number. Well, in a term of computer science, integer is a data type which could be represented in real numbers that are not fractional values. Now, a data type or a type is a classification that is specific on the type of value and a variable has and its type. Now, there are many more data types besides integers, such as floating point, which brings us to the next one. Now, floating point are numbers that contain decimal points. For example, 6.2, 0.223, and -45.2 are all examples of floating point numbers. Now, when we're using a conversion character, they can be represented as percentage %f. Now, the next one is called characters, or short for char. It's either a letter, symbol, or a number. This could be represented in conversion character as percentage %c. Now, the last one is called a string, which is a sequence of characters. This could be either a literal constant or a variable, for example, letters, numbers, symbols, and punctuation marks. This can be represented as percentage %s. Now, one more thing I want to do before we get started on code blocks, I want to show you an example that I put together. This one will give you an idea how it looks like and what it does. So let's see. This one here. So I'll go ahead and explain this real quick. So these are the conversion characters. Percentage D 12, as you see, it goes up right here. Then next one's the floating point, goes right here, and then 16. So what happens is once you run it, this is the output. 12 apples cost $23.92 per 16. Those are really expensive apples. Okay, so now that we go over how they're gonna look like, let's go ahead and use this on code block. So we're gonna go over here, open it up. Okay, first we're going to type all the conversion characters in the same line before we print. So I just want to give you a quick example, just like in the image I just showed you. So printf here, percentage D, percentage F, percentage C, percentage S. So we're going to go ahead and get out of that. So I'm going to go ahead and put the numbers in, 16, 18.2, and I'm going to do this, F, oh, I'm going to get a capital F, and then, let's see, and then I'm going to go ahead and type a string in James. Alright, so I got ahead and got all this put together, so I'm going to go ahead, build run. So as you see, 16, 18.20000 F James. So as you notice, it's got a a couple of zeros here, even though I didn't type it in. So what's nice about the floating point conversion character is that you could change that. So the way you're able to change that is you type in a number and it takes out the amount. So I know this could be a little bit confusing, but just follow my lead. So let's see. So let's say right now you got this. Let's say you want to put 3 in. So the way you do it is you put a dot right here, 3. We're going to build and run again. You see how pretty much took that out. Now it's down to 3. So we're going to go ahead and do it to 2. Build and run again. Now it's down to 2. Now I'm just going to put down 1. So now it's 16, 18.2, F, and James. Alright. So let's go back and find another example. So let me see. The conversion character allows the C to produce 2 different characters, numbers, and a string. Now again, as you see earlier, the left side is the conversion characters, just like the example, and the right side is what you see when you use the conversion characters. Now I'm gonna go ahead and then run each one differently. I'm gonna do this by creating different printf statements, so that way you can follow along. So let's go ahead and type it in. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and use a new line. Okay, printf, and just give me a moment to type this up. I got slow fingers here. Okay. D. Okay, so you could do it this way, and I'm just going to show you different ways to do it because you could do this in several ways. So as you see, I combine a conversion character with a new line, and I didn't want to do that earlier. Put different lines here because I didn't want to confuse you guys. So I did it like this way first, and now I'm showing a different way. You could actually combine these together. So percentage F, new line, 18.2, print F, and then we use a char. Oops. Char, new line, F, print F, string, and James. Okay, so now we got all that. They're pretty much the same thing. So build and run. As you see, it's the same result, just on different new lines. And I just wanted to break it down just to give you, different examples here. So as you see, that's pretty much it for a lesson. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll be sure to see you next one.